see you. Hello and good morning. The popular press call it glue sniffing. Its more accurate name is solvent abuse. According to one survey, 1 in 4 school children have tried it. Last year, it killed 116 young people. 2 deaths a week from sniffing anything from glue to deodorant, from hairspray to felt-tip pens. Today, we're examining the problems of those youngsters who are hooked on solvents. And we're asking, do we know what's happening to our children? Wayne, you used to be an addict, a solvent addict. What kind of things did you used to use?
At first, I started abusing Tipex, typewriter correcting fluid. Then it progressed to butane gas, all other aerosols, deodorants, hairsprays. And then on to petrol, glue, chloroform at school, anything towards the end before I could get my hands on.
So you went through the whole range of things.
With solvent abuse, but you're saying, why should the shopkeepers take all the pressure? They're not taking all the pressure. They're under no more pressure than I am. They're not under half the pressure that I am.
All right, well,
but what I'm saying is, all right, we share the pressure. Yeah. But when a child, like that little boy, can go in a shop after all the publicity there's been, before my son's death and since,
this is,
there's all the publicity. You can't plead ignorance. No. Those children are going in there and just getting it.
Richard, is the answer a total ban? I mean, our friend from Woolworths almost got to that. He didn't suggest it, but he said that was the only way he could properly deal with the problem. Is that the answer? Do we have to go that far?
That would be very difficult. I mean, you yourself, when you were an MP, spoke in the debate on the Intoxicating Substances Supply Act and acknowledged with most other MPs that this was controlling the supply was only one small contribution to dealing with this problem. I mean, retailers have certainly got to work a bit harder at it, and I think part of the problem is many of them still see it just as glue sniffing and not the whole range of substances.
OK, well, if we can't deal with it from the shopkeepers' end, can we deal with it in the schools? Do we have somebody here that's from a school? The point is that kids can be helped, can't they, Dennis? If there's any parents who are watching this and are worried and anxious, or any kids that are addicted because of peer pressure, the message to them is they can be helped. Where should they go to for help?
It's very hard to say. It depends. In our region, they can come to quite a few places, including our clinic. And there they will receive a great deal of caring for the person. Now, this is important. What's been going on here is we've had a lot of talk about the actual substances.
Well, I'm trying to give some kind of indication of what it is that can help. Now, tell us what a kid wants to go and get help. Where should he go to now?
Well, he can go to...
That's the problem, isn't it? You should be able to ring off a half a dozen list of places.
That's
Shouldn't
right.
we? Shouldn't we be able to say, well, go to the doctor, go to a
some.
parent?
Yes,
Richard, what does a parent do?
Your
What does a parent do?
Well, I've been looking at the resources available throughout England, and they are very patchy. And Dennis is here in Newcastle.
We've got a worried
very
parent,
good
Richard. We've got a worried parent watching this now. Tell her what she should do.
Well, don't panic is the first thing.
Fine,
not
great.
to do.
OK. What do parents do? What do you think should be done?
Now I want us to something. Now I want to have something to do. All the kids want us to something. All the kids want something to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.